thing that was allowed by both parties. It was voted in. It was talked about. And he made it look like a Democratic thing. So to this day,
I hate that kind of political shit.
The Republicans still use the Southern strategy. They used it with George W. Bush, Nixon, or it started with Nixon, George W. Bush, and then I think Clinton was one of the most recent ones to really throw something in there. So Bill Clinton, on one of his speeches, said something about thugs and Crips and Bloods. And
yeah, because he was like a Southern Democrat, and he had a huge Southern vote.
So you pepper
being from Arkansas,
that racism into your campaign, and Republicans, I'm not saying all Republicans are racist. I'm just saying primarily at the time, most people in the Republican Party would sway to, if they were in the middle, their vote would be swayed to a Republican side because of the small racism peppered in. Because they were afraid if you do something Democratic that you would get racism. You would get a person that's okay with raping and killing. And even though people didn't really correlate 100% that it had to do with seeing a black person on the screen of the TV for relating it to a Democratic side.
Right. Yeah.
It just
it's all
slowly
suggestive
swayed.
shit, yeah.
And so it was these things that they would run, and they're trying to do it. So they did it with Trump the first time. Worked. Fantastic. Southern strategy still went strong.
It's the best.
And the world was going to get great again. And basically, they really swayed all of those Southern votes. They got all of those hicks and those meth heads and fucking crazy white people that love him. And there's Mexicans that love him. There's black people that love him.
Oh, yeah.
They've definitely zoned into making that first run great. However, this now run, one, you didn't react quick enough for a pandemic.
Yeah.
Two, you cared more about opening the economy than you did about people's health. Came off like that. Maybe it wasn't your intention, but it definitely seemed like that. Third, you found out that people all over the world don't make enough money, and then you gave them more. So,
yeah, which is like the last thing you want to do as conservative is give people money, because now they got the taste for it.
Exactly.
And they're like, wait,
now,
this is great.
The government seems awesome. Yeah. And
now they become a socialist program.
And then you post on your Twitter a guy screaming white power. And then you say things about Black Lives Matter, saying that it's a hate term now. Most people that are voting now and are liberal voters are all under the age of 35. Do you know how many fucking people that is? Now everyone's like, I don't give a fuck who's president next, but it's not you. And I really think it has a good running start right now.
Hopefully it gets a lot of people to vote.
I know our Democratic side is not that great. Not a huge fan of Biden. Say that right now, but I will vote for him. Yeah. And I'm not going to put some stupid name. Like, I love Bernie Sanders, and I wrote him in on the Trump's presidency, and I should have just fucking voted another way, but I really hated Hillary. I couldn't do it. And
I think it's all for the best, because now people realize, because you learn from people either from their mistakes or they teach you something from their goods.
Well, and I guess
we're learning that presidents have a lot more power than we thought.
100%. But I guess I also feel like, I know Obama tried to get a lot done. And I know that him as a person, a lot of things were against him. However, why don't you stomp your feet and fucking make a bunch of noise and get shit done? Because clearly
he was actually pretty conservative in his...
I know, but
if you look at it on paper...
Trump sits there, stomps his feet, and he gets things done. And it's annoying.
For good
it's
or bad,
obnoxious.
yeah.
It's like a little fucking child is sitting behind the goddamn podium, throwing a tantrum and getting his way.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating. And I feel like if anyone's a fucking mom, because I'm not even a mom, but if I were to watch my kid do that... I don't care what fucking age you are. I will slap you over your head. Like, you do not act like that. Like, that is just not normal.
Yeah.
And then for people to be like, He is so smart. He's so great. He's done everything better. I'm going to vote for him no matter what, because fuck Democrats. And then I thought today, because I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I hear fuck Democrats.
Yeah.
Not all Democrats are the same. Not all Republicans are the same. Not all liberals are the same. Not all conservatives are the same. We're all different.
Guess what? People are nuanced. Wow.
And so, but my thing is, why can't we have a president who's neutral?
Oh, yeah.
Like, why do they have to be part of a party?
Limbo back and forth.
Yeah, like, why can't you have views on both sides and be a very... Not make everyone happy, obviously make some tough calls, but I want someone who is okay with people carrying guns. I'm fine with it. I don't care. You want your fucking gun, have your gun. I don't have a gun. I would love to have one. It's just, it takes me forever to get like my license renewed. I just would never go out of my way to get one. Like, I guess, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's the same as I want a tattoo. Do I go out and get one? No. I always say how I want tattoos. Never go get them because I don't want to set aside the time. I'm lazy. Mm-hmm. Or I'm selfish. And so, but that's, I don't know, like why can't you be for gay rights? Why can't you be for
the same reason
abortion? Why can't you also understand that church is fine? You can go to church if you want. You can be in church, but don't mix it. Church should not have any say over state. Well, there should be no influence.
This has been the problem with everything. The majority of the voters the majority of American people are conservative. Even, and this is hard to believe, but black culture's very conservative traditionally.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of them weren't pro-gay. A lot of the Mexicans are conservative. Yeah. A lot of America's very conservative traditionally. Now things are changing. The South is just starting to get around to, I guess gays are all right. As long as they don't talk to me, I'm okay with it, you know.
Or don't make out in front of me.
Yeah, don't try to touch my wiener and I won't. But, that, you know, it's taken a long time to get that, just people used to that. But the big reason why people haven't voted is because of this. What you're talking about is candidates are completely supported by corporations and a two-party political system that is completely funded by these corporations. So they only push their agenda and they go, here's our agendas, and that's our option.
But it's ruining it for everyone else.
It's ruining the country.
You're tearing people apart. Tearing me apart. But you're tearing people apart. You're dividing everything. You're making a race war without even realizing it. There's so many things that are detrimentally wrong on both sides right now, to the point where I'm like, and I'll say it again, I've said it the last 5 podcasts, burn it down.
No, Amanda.
Burn it down. Start over. Go back to the wild, wild west. Everyone has guns. We all have horses. It's all fend for yourself. If you find land, build something on it.
This is why it's so important to vote.
So frustrated.
Vote.
There should not be an old man looking at a fucking McDonald's for a seat. He should have a ride home. There should be some sort of fucking program in place where he gets a ride from his job to his house, to the front door.
He's probably a veteran too.
I don't give a fuck about this shit. Like, there's so many fucking people that need help all the time. There's so many people I can't place in jobs that they want to make their lives better because they don't have reliable transportation. You know how much that pisses me off? And they would have to pay for it. They would have to pay $20 to Uber to get to work.
Yeah.
It's fucked. Like, why isn't there some sort of free little shuttle, and you don't have to have some medical disability for it? Because don't give me that paratrans bullshit, because no one fucking ever takes you from your door to your house unless you have some sort of medical need. It's very catered to a certain group. It's not fair. Like, I hate seeing these old people fucking have to walk to the grocery store. Like, that's my thing, is like, you may be walking home, but what if you don't have any food at home? So you're going to get home on your sore foot.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to get some better shoes on. and you're going to have to go back outside on that foot and walk. And then
Yeah.
probably lose your leg because who knows? You probably have untreated diabetes or something's happening. And then you die in a gutter and no one knows.
This is why we need social programs to help with these kind of things. And I'm not one of these fucking liberals who wants a bunch of social programs, but I do think
I think they're necessary.
to make
And it makes more jobs.
America a
Great
fucking
again?
country of winners and people who fucking kick ass, we need to pick up the people who need help.
Everyone needs tools. You can't go to a job without tools.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go to a job without tools. Whether those tools are in my mind and I need mental help, or whether those tools are something that's getting me to and from something so I can make a better person out of myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so frustrating because I feel like these people are given nothing when they come out of things.
Yeah, and you know, I can hear people right now. Yes, you're right. Some of these people will always be downtrodden. It's part of their personality.
I get that. And those people will fall to the wayside.
You
But
know,
if
and
we were to
it's-
offer help, I guarantee you there's a very large percent that would actually use it.
Absolutely.
It's just
like anything else.
shame.
There's going to be the welfare. There's people that absolutely need the they need it to get by, to help them get to the next
And that's
stage.
why I say if you're going to be on welfare, you have to take a P test. If you have to take a P test to go to work,
I'm all for that.
I am too. And that's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for anything else. I just
Yeah.
want to verify that once a month, you're not smoking weed so that all of my money is going to the correct people that actually need it versus people that are fucking raping the system and sucking the
Yeah, that
government's
you can stay of clear mind through this troubling time where you need help.
Oh, that was my point though earlier. Fuck the coffee union. Not right now. Your time isn't right now. That's all I have to say. You have so many other times, but right now is not one of them. So shut the fuck up and make other protests actually a thing. It's the same people that protest for masks. I don't give a fuck about your masks or your business right now or whatever the fuck you're after. But if you're after to make human rights first, that's your protest. Black Lives Matter, not your fucking minimum wage job that you worked for 10 years and never got a raise at. That's not my fault. You decided to stay somewhere and not get a raise. Either go and find a different job and move on, or find a way to climb the ladder. That's like, figure it out. Like, don't fucking get pissed and stomp your feet because you decided not to come back from unemployment because you were making more. I was making more on unemployment. I went back to work because I care.
Yeah.
Because I'm a person and there's other people that need it more than I do.
You think your boss can do a better job? Be the boss.
Exactly.
Fucking do whatever it takes to be your own boss.
But
make your own
don't-
business.
Don't protest about making your own business. And don't protest about unionizing. Don't protest because you're a barista and you're fucking sad and you're down in your luck right now. I don't give a fuck.
This shit's hard, man. Life's hard.
Everyone's hard times right now.
Fuck.
Like, just it's the same with, I hate to say it, I don't want to bring it up, but the hashtag Me Too thing, if you were 100% assaulted and raped, say your story.
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
stand with you 100%.
Absolutely.
I will. And I'll believe you. But when these people that are taking that power away from you, that power of your voice and the power of what your voice actually stands for with hashtag Me Too, think twice.
You mean like false accusations?
Yeah, like
yeah.
think really hard about how you're ruining the actual heart of the situation.
Right.
You're giving it less power. It's the same with these protests. These
Yeah,
other
it's like that-
protests don't matter because one protest matters right now. That's why.
Well, and I hate absolutes of anything. There's no absolutes. There's no believe all women. No, some women are fucking liars, okay? That's like saying believe all
Some men,
cops.
and believe all men. Believe all men that they haven't stolen from someone else
It's
to get
ridiculous.
higher than someone else.
Some people are pieces of shit. Some people are amazing.
Exactly.
The majority of people are amazing. Majority. The loudest assholes are the assholes.
I would say 90%
We're-
are amazing people.
Yes.
That's where my number
absolutely.
stands. I think there's a 10% out there that is